Let's wrap it up.
So yeah, the last point that we'll be covering is the education system. I don't know, you work more on these outcomes. I've seen some rumors that there are some private schools which are open and currently operating.
They've actually opened from Monday. Remember, the plan was schools would reopen from this week Monday. I'm not sure if it's the 2nd or the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
But then the minister said herself on Sunday that she had to do a lot of consultations.
Yeah.
So she was supposed to have a media briefing on Sunday, which will map out the way of how the remaining school year would go. So she had to cancel that media briefing because she said on Monday that she had to consult with a lot of stakeholders.
Yeah.
You know, because if you look at schooling, you're looking at special schools. You know, you are looking at private schools, you're looking at public schools, and so there was that problem that was not solved. So that's why she decided to cancel the media briefing on Sunday and have it on Monday. I remember she had it from Rustenburg, you know, and she actually apologized. And for some people, it was easy to criticize her, to say, look, I mean, why don't you communicate? If you can handle this, why? How can you handle other big matters? You know.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's
just
but I think personally, it's easy for people to criticize from outside, right? If you are a minister of education, remember you're not the president, you're the minister. It's easy for you to say, I'll open schools on the 5th of July, for example.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, you are the political head.
Yeah.
Political. Remember, you have a DG, you have other people behind you.
Yeah.
So before you make that announcement, you should have consulted with all those people who would have told you that, look,
there's
Minister,
a strong hierarchy for any decision.
Minister, this is safe to open schools now. You, as my advisor, tell me that, look, it's fine. Go and make the statement to say we'll open schools on this day. I'll do it because I trust my team.
Yeah.
So I feel like what happened to Angie Mucheha was she trusted her team, which her team told her, look, let's open schools on the first week of June, right? And come first week of June, 90% of schools in South Africa are not ready because of different elements.
Yes.
You know? So do you now place the blame squarely on the minister? I feel like it's an unfair thing towards the minister. As much as she is the political head, I feel like I know that she relies on, because the same way as the president, he does not say we're going to level 5 to level 4 without consulting with scientists and other people.
And vocally she's very active, hey?
Yes.
She speaks what's on her mind.
She does.
I think sometimes it is out of agitation, but pressure also.
Yes.
But Angie Mutsera is one of the most straightforward people that I know.
She is, right?
Considering Blaine Zimande on the other side, I mean, she just gets along with the program. She informs us of what she's been
No, she
informed.
does, because I feel like her only disadvantage is that she's the political head.
Yeah.
And as the political head, you rely on your soldiers on the ground, your foot soldiers, so to speak.
Yeah.
So if she has a team of engineers and scientists who say to her, look, it's safe for you to reopen schools.
Yeah.
Who is she to say no? Because she has had expert advice from the experts themselves.
Experts, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I feel like that's what happened now. I feel like maybe the communication was not proper, which she can always work on with her team. But you can't fault her for saying that I'm going to have a media briefing on Sunday, and come Sunday, she finds out that she still has a lot of stakeholders to connect. Because she said to the media on Monday that I had to speak to special schools, I had to speak to private schools, I had to speak to other public schools. So you have about, in a province, say you have 20 schools, 15 of those schools say they are ready, 5 are not ready. Do you now open the 15 and leave the other ones behind, or do you wait for everyone to get ready and open simultaneously? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like the blame on the minister right now is unfair.
Yeah.
But having said that, I feel like she should also, as much as she gets advice from the scientists and everyone else. I mean, we're already on June, right?
Yeah.
My view is maybe because we're dealing with a new pandemic, a new problem, maybe cancel everything for this year. Unless if you're saying to me, this has economic ramifications, like this is going to end up badly. If we don't open schools now, the country will be at a standstill by December. Then I understand. You know, it's like closing the economy.
Yeah.
But if you have a situation
not
where
the economy per
Yeah.
se, but the education
Yes.
side of the economy,
Yeah.
and which is very contributive because
it is, sure. But
from
if it can
education.
wait,
Yeah.
that's why now the whole phased-in approach of reopening schools is focused on grade 7 and grade 12, right? Which is fine with me, but leave the others out of it. So, if it's just grade 12 and grade 7, it means it's just that approach that is very critical. But if anything else can wait, let's wait, because why would you force taking back your kids to school and then exposing them to a pandemic? You know, something which you can avoid and say, look, let's try and deal with the pandemic first, and then we can reopen schools next year.
Yeah.
That is just how I feel like there's no need for us to say, let's rush to reopening schools. It's the same thing as churches.
Yeah.
Number one, churches don't pay tax in South Africa. Actually, anywhere in the world, churches don't pay tax. They are an NPO, meaning they don't contribute anything to the government or to the economy. So if you close them for 3 years, you're not losing anything.
Thank God.
You know what I mean? That's what I think. Because if you're not contributing to the economy, you can close that thing for 5 years.
Yeah.
You're not losing anything.
You're still praying though.
Yes, you can pray. And churches always push this thing of saying, pray in your own house.
Yeah.
So why can't we pray at our own houses?
Oh my God.
You know, and wait until it's safer to go back to church. Because if you say it's unsafe for older people to go back to work, but it's safer for people to go back to church. Remember, you don't have a church and age restrictions on church gatherings.
Yeah.
And in South Africa, most of our elders, those are the same people that go to church. So it means you're going to have the elderly going to church. And you said there's a limit of 50 people.
Yes. They have set
Meaning,
regulations.
if these people
Okay,
don't get COVID-19 from work, because you said they might not go to work, they must get it from church, which doesn't make sense to me. If you had said to me that church plays an important role in keeping the country going, I would understand.
You know, I mean, the church has been weaponized for what can I say? Belief. Yeah, we all need to believe something is gonna happen some way, somehow.
Yes.
And in our favor, and the churches have kept us faithful like that. You know what I'm saying? They've been that part, they've kept us going and doing it very well. But now things are getting personal.
Yeah.
Things are getting real, things are getting non-religious. You might think about it as if, yes, the church, we're thinking of going to the churches, doing that, speaking our faith or whatever, this is what we want to see. But coronavirus is not Jesus Christ.
And it doesn't adhere to spiritual guidelines.
You understand?
So I feel like maybe in conclusion from my side, I really think that taking kids back to school, and you can always cite the COVID-19 pandemic as an excuse.
Definitely.
It's a good excuse to say, look, last year we were dealing with this, we couldn't reopen schools. It makes sense. Churches as well, as much as schools, as critical as schools are, churches can wait. If you can stop schools, if you can say only grade 7s and grade 12s must go back to schools, surely churches can wait until next year to say, look, we couldn't reopen churches because I don't think you will have a situation where Jesus Christ comes back from heaven to say, look, you have been off church from March until December. I don't think we have a situation like that.
And if Jesus does come, you'll definitely know the anger.
I'll do.
Inform me so that I inform the spliffers.
I will ask for Jesus Christ comment.
Please. And
That's what I'm saying. I feel like right now people should focus or channel their energy to what matters.
Yeah.
School can wait. If school can wait, if you can only say only grade 11 and 12, grade 7 and 12, go back to school, surely church can wait. Because people can pray from their own homes. Unless if you are saying there's something that we don't know that happens physically in churches.
Yeah.
So right now I think we're dealing with a pandemic. Let's give it a year.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to start relaxing regulations, start next year.
Next year.
I feel like everything can wait.
Plans.
Yeah.
Let's procrastinate some plans.
Especially institutions that don't contribute to the economy like the churches.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people gathering to pray, but I'm saying if the churches can wait, since the churches don't contribute to the economy, then maybe keep it on hold.
Let's wait with the prayers.
Yeah.
Pray to God, not the churches, and keep it like that. Online churches going on, I don't care about those. It's about you. It's about what you believe. It's about believe religion. I'm
happy that big churches have put out statements that they are not returning.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess that's a topic for another day.
Another day.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We are out.
Thank you, everybody. You must say that thing that they say, cut.
Cut.
Cut. You must say cut. You must keep for me online. See now.
Question of the day. Look. Got continuation.
Now he's high.
Yeah, but look.
Listen carefully.
Listen carefully.
Listen carefully.
Listen carefully.